Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Town Ball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.
Second game of the day from Chaska Athletic Park. Steve Thompson along with camera operator Greg Wilford, executive producer Andy Price. Who will it be, the Watertown Red Devils or the Milroy Yankees? The winner will meet Watkins. The Clippers defeated the St. Patrick Irish 2-0 in our first game of the day here at Chaska. Meanwhile, over in Waconia, the first game of the day there, Sobieski leading Sartell 5-0. That game of the eighth. The winner there will meet the winner of Waconia and Alexandria, scheduled to start at 3 o'clock. Their semifinal tonight at 6. Our semifinal game here in Chaska in Class C will begin at 4:30. A moment ago, you heard PA announcer Dick Jankowski announce the batting orders for these two teams. How did Watertown get to this game? Well, they beat Avon on the second weekend of the tournament, 8-1. Then on Saturday, they roared back with 4 runs in the eighth to beat Eagle Lake 4-3. Meanwhile, Milroy on the second weekend of the tournament beat Bemidji 6-5. Then they took down New Ulm on Saturday here at Chaska 4-3. That game was the nightcap. So here we go. Watertown Red Devils, Milroy Yankees. Milroy the visitor, and they will bat first. Here's Watertown defensively. Pat Cheetah on the mound, Ben Tyson behind the plate, Ben Smith at third, Jadrian Keevy at short, Ryan Hangartner at second, Zach Eiton at first. In the outfield, left to right, Mitch Kelsner, Jake Anderley, and Andrew Nichols. First pitch of the ball game coming up, and it's ball one. Jake Tower batting for Milroy. He's out of Tracy. And now ball two from the left-hander Cheetah. Tower a couple of hits and that win over New Ulm. And a run scored. There's strike one. And now 3-1. Milroy out of Region 4A. Watertown out of 7C. And there's a leadoff walk for Tower. The Tower aboard. And now number 11, Andy Schmidt, the DH. Schmidt from Milroy. Schmidt had 2 hits, a run, and an RBI. And that win over New Ulm on Saturday. There's a strike at the letters outside corner. Throw over to first, runner back. Cheetah played center field in that win over Eagle Lake. That come from behind. 4 runs in the eighth for Watertown. Now the Heroes, Cheetah with an RBI. Smith. A big 3 RBI double. This one high in the air, foul territory over at first. Eiton in foul territory, and then it falls in foul territory near the line. Not a lot of wind up there, but maybe got up into the sun, and Eiton couldn't handle it. Just a strike. Now 0-2 to Schmidt with a runner at first for Milroy. Here in the top half of inning number 1. Tower led off with a walk. Now it's Schmidt in an 0-2 hole. The pitch by Cheetah. Curveball into left for a hit. Didn't hit it hard, but runners at first and second for the Milroy Yankees. And their number 3 hitter, David Schmidt, playing at shortstop today. Schmidt's hometown, Yankton, South Dakota. Schmidt 3 for 4, and that win over the New Ulm Brewers. There's a curveball strike. Good pitch by Cheetah. Putting in at first base, Zach Eiton, anticipating the bunt. In at third, Ben Smith. 2 on, nobody out for the Milroy Yankees here, top of the first. And the 0-1 to Schmidt. Curveball to third. Knocked down over there by Smith. Everybody safe. Didn't hit it hard. It was a little nubber, and he just knocked it down. Couldn't do anything with it. So now they're loaded for the Yankees. That'll be an error. E5. So a walk, a hit, and an error. And they're loaded for cleanup hitter Matt Bauer playing at third base. Bauer, a couple of hits in the win over New Ulm. First pitch to Bauer. Toward first. They're going to come home, get the out there. Back to first, double play. Three, double play. That erases Tower. Schmidt to third. That's Andy Schmidt. David Schmidt to second. Now 2 outs. Aaron Mathewitz playing at first. Well, bad. He had 2 hits in that win over New Ulm. Curveball hit in the air to right. Is it hanging up? Nichols makes the catch. So Milroy loads them and leave 2 after a half inning. We're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Run over for Sartell in the ninth. Sobieski still leading at 5-1. The Skis trying to get to the semifinals over in Waconia. That is game 1 there. Game 2 of the quarterfinals over at Waconia today features the host Waconia against Alexandria. And then the semifinal over in Waconia between this game, or I should say the Sobieski-Sartell game and the Waconia-Alex game, scheduled to begin at 6. So here we go to the bottom of the first. Here's Milroy defensively. Isaac Schmidt on the mound. Jacob Hughes behind the plate. Matt Bauer at third. David Schmidt at short. Derek Rasmussen at second. Aaron Mathewitz at first. In the outfield, left to right, Jackson Hughes, Jake Tower, and Brandon Flock for the Milroy Yankees. And the starting pitcher will lead off for the Watertown Red Devils, Pat Cheetah. Cheetah once again had that big RBI in the 8th. 3 hits and 5 trips. Scored a run, and that come from behind. 4-3 victory over Eagle Lake. Thrilling comeback in that ball game to get him here. Starting pitcher Schmidt starts from strike 1, and that one fouled out of play, strike 2.
Reminder, please return the foul balls to the concession stand, and you'll get a reward.
Cheetah from Minneapolis. Meanwhile, the starting pitcher, Schmidt from Marshall. There's a curveball down low. 1-2 now the count. Missed it low and away, blocked by the catcher, Jacob Hughes. for the Milroy Yankees. 1-2. Stabbed at first. What a play. Mathewitz. Throw to the pitcher. Covering safe. He was off the bag. Well, Mathewitz stabbed it. Great play. Didn't get him. And now the Milroy Yankees are going to argue about that one. And they're going to talk about it. I don't think this is going to matter. It's going to go as a hit for Cheetah. What a play, though, by Mathewitz to knock it down. Well, it's going to go as a hit for Cheetah to lead it off. So both teams get the leadoff man. Milroy in the top of the first via the walk. And now Cheetah with the hit here for the Watertown half of the first. That'll bring up Ben Smith. Well, the big blow, and that come from behind win over Eagle Lake. That's just one hit, but it was a big one. Bunt laid down. It's a good one. Wide throw. Goes into foul territory. Runner rounding third. Cheetah, he'll hold up there. So Smith lays one down. Wild throw by Hughes, the catcher. And now Watertown has runners at second and third and nobody out. And that'll be an error on the catcher. So a hit and an error. Second and third, nobody out. Now Mitch Kelzer, the left fielder. Kelzer had a hit and 2 trips. Had a couple of walks. And that win over Eagle Lake. Here's the first pitch by Schmidt. Inside low, ball 1-0. Good crowd on hand. Watertown fans making a lot of noise here at Chaska Athletic Park. The 1-0. Strike on the outside edge, 1-1. Cheetah at third, the leadoff single. Smith reaches on the air, goes to second. Cheetah all the way around to third, thought about scoring but held up. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Scoreless here in the bottom of the first. Perfect weather day. Can't be any better. This is as good as it gets. There's a little number towards second. Rasmussen grabs, throws him out. Cheetah scores from third. Well, Kelzer retired 4-3. He'll get the RBI on the ground out as Cheetah trots home. And Watertown leads at 1-0. Smith moves up to third. That'll bring up Zach Eiton playing at first base. Eiton pitched, then moved over to first, was 0 against Eagle Lake. Eiton sees strike one from Schmidt. Watertown 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. Milroy no runs, 1 hit, and an error here in the inning. This one hit through the hole into left field, a base hit. That's an RBI single for Eiton, and it's 2-0 Watertown. Nobody on, or I should say 1 on. Eiton after the RBI single. 2 runs in. That'll bring up the number 5 hitter, second baseman Ryan Hangartner. Hangartner into right for a hit. Didn't hit it hard, but threw the hole into right. Third hit of the first. And now we got a meeting on the mound.
Here is the final score from Laconia. Sobieski 5, Sartell 1.
So Sobieski just closed it out with a 5-1 win. The Skis win, beating Sartell. They'll play the winner of Waconia and Alexandria tonight at 6 over in Waconia. So the semifinals starting to fill out here in Class C. Meeting on the mound over, Isaac Schmidt will stay in the ball game as he gets ready to face the DH Matt Butler for Watertown. Butler from Eden Prairie. Just one out so far in the inning. That was Kelzer, the RBI ground out to second. RBI single for Eiton a moment ago, 2-0 Watertown. 1 in the dirt, 1-0. Don't see any activity yet. And as I said, on this final weekend of the state tournament, pitching. Can your pitching hold out? 1-0, curveball, fouled, 1-1, good pitch. Got in his hands with the slow stuff, and Butler couldn't do anything with it. A single, an error, an RBI ground out, then an RBI single, and that's where we stand. Runners at first and second and 1 out. Schmidt pitch, swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch fooled him up in the zone. Now 1-2. One-two pitch fouled away. Talking about the weather, early in the tournament, we had generally good weather for the Class A over at St. Anthony Village in Palm Field. But the first weekend of the Class B and Class C, and even a little bit of the second weekend, marred by some rain, but weather's been perfect here for the final weekend. Curveball inside, 2-2. Absolutely gorgeous. You can't paint a better picture than we've seen on Saturday and now today. And boy, for tomorrow's Class C title game over in Waconia, ideal. Just got a piece of it. Not much at all, but enough to stay alive. Runners at first and second, 1 out, 2-2 the count. To Matt Butler, the DH for the Watertown Red Devils, batting in the bottom of the first, and already a 2-0 lead. That one hit foul, could get out of play. Over from first, making the play on the run, Mathewitz. Nice running play, a lot of foul ground over there. And now with 2 away, batter's going to be Andy Nichols, the right fielder. Nichols had a hit and a run scored, and that come from behind win over Eagle Lake on Saturday afternoon. There's one outside, ball 1. Our camera operator Greg Wolford going with the pink lemonade now. Coke early, then pink lemonade. Check of the runner and the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. The defending runner-up, St. Patrick, eliminated in our early game here in Chaska by Watkins, 2-0. That was just a phenomenal pitching performance by Watkins. Thompson, the winner. Geisinger threw the no-hitter yesterday for Watkins. Gets a save. And now the count 1-2. It's been a long bottom of the first for Isaac Schmidt, the Milroy starter. Schmidt trying to fight his way out of it. The 1-2 pitch up high, 2-2. Just phenomenal crowds at these venues. Hamburg, big part of it. Now the focus on Chaska and Waconia. The 2-2. Outside now, 3-2. He's thrown a lot of pitches here in the first inning. And, you know, if you want to survive in advance, Really is so much about pitching. The 3-2 runners go. A swing and a miss struck him out. So Schmidt does a good job to battle back. But Watertown gets a couple on 3 hits. And they take advantage of a Milroy Yankees error. After one complete, Watertown leading Milroy 2-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Will take place on Saturday, September 18th at the Rivers Edge Convention Center in St. Cloud. It's the home of Minnesota Yankees.
On to inning number 2.
For more information, visit
And the Milroy Yankees are going to send Derek Rasmussen, Brandon Flock, and Jacob Hughes to the plate. 6, 7, and 8 in their order against Pat Cheetah. Milroy threatened, but failed to score. I got a leadoff walk from Tower, a single from Schmidt. Andy Schmidt, David Schmidt reached. And then Bauer hit into a home to first double play. 3-2-3 on the scoring there. And then Aaron Mathewitz fouled out to first base. But here comes Rasmussen for the Milroy Yankees. Rasmussen from Marshall. There's strike 1 from Cheetah. Rasmussen had a hit and an RBI. 5 trips against New Ulm. There's strike 2. So Pat Cheetah. Starting pitcher for Watertown. Strikes him out on 3 pitches. First strikeout of the game. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Here's Brandon Flock, the right fielder for Milroy. Flock out of Wabasso. One of the great nicknames in high school sports in the state. Love the Rabbits. My first radio job out in Montevideo, then I spent a lot of time in Sioux Falls before making my way back home to the Twin Cities a number of years ago. More than I want to admit. 2-0 count. There's a swing and a miss, 2-1. So familiar with that part of the state. 2-1 pitch. Now 3-1. Cheetah didn't miss by much. Catcher Hughes waiting on deck. That's Jacob Hughes. There's a curveball, and he bends it in there for a strike 3-2. Flock just kind of bent out of the way, and it caught the inside corner. It's a good pitch by Cheetah. This one hit off the end of the bat in center field, still carrying deep. Anderley back makes the catch. We got more of that than I thought. Carrying to center field, 2 away for the Milroy Yankees. And Jacob Hughes, the catcher. Hughes from Marshall. This Milroy Yankees team dominated by guys out of Marshall. Athowitz over at first base is from Sioux Falls. Here's one through the hole into right field, a hit. Hughes has a 2-out single. Second hit of the game for Milroy, the other coming with 1 out and 1 on in the first.
99 for the 8th, left fielder Jackson Hughes.
Jackson Hughes, the left fielder, will step to the plate. Hughes once again out of Marshall, a Tiger. Now a Milroy Yankee. He squares to bunt, lays it down, crashing in. Smith throws on the run. Got him. Good play. Beauty. And Smith charging on the bunt, getting him. After 1.5, Watertown leading Milroy 2-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
There is the levee in right with fans gathered, taking in the second quarterfinal of the day here in Chaska. Quarterfinals and semifinals on this Sunday at Chaska and Waconia. And we go to the bottom of the second inning for the Watertown Red Devils. Jake Anderle, Jadrian Keevy, and Pat Cheetah, the pitcher, and the leadoff man. Isaac Schmidt starting his second inning of work. Gave a couple of runs, 3 hits, had an error behind him. Got in hot water early. Could have been worse. And this is Anderle. Check swing, and I call it a strike. Jacob Hughes behind the plate, Bauer at third, Schmidt at short, Rasmussen at second, Mathewitz at first. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Hughes in left, Tower in center, Flock in right for the Milroy Yankees. Black and orange tops, white pants. Red Devils wearing red. Imagine that. That one in the dirt. Takes a big hop to the screen. And now 1-2. Anderle in that come from behind victory. He did not play in that game. Anderle in center field today, however, for Watertown. This one hit high into foul territory going out. Mathewitz giving chase toward the fence. Almost made the catch. That would have been something else. As I've alluded to the 2 weekends I've been here at Chaska. Ton of foul ground, both on the right field and left field side. He had to go a long way and almost got it. Most ballparks, that's out of play, but not here. 325 down the lines, 355 to the power alleys, 390 to center field. Breeze not a factor. Anderle, the leadoff hitter, looking at a 1-2 pitch here from Schmidt. Gets a piece back to the screen. Well, they've really made Isaac Schmidt work early and throw a lot of pitches in the ball game. Scores so far here, it was Watkins taking care of the St. Patrick Irish. 2 on. Here's to short. Knocked down by David Schmidt. Throw across the diamond. Did they get him? No. Mathewitz hates it. They say Anderle got in there. High throw by the shortstop Schmidt. He knocked it down, but his high throw pulled Mathewitz off the bag, and they're going to argue. And here's the thing. They can come out and argue all that. They're not going to reverse it. There's no replay. And now the umpires are going to gather. and talk it over. So let's see about this. There's an error on the board for Milroy, which would go to the shortstop Schmidt. They're going to talk it over again and rule him safe. So in all of that, nothing changed. E6. The leadoff man aboard for Watertown here in the bottom of the second inning. That'll bring Jadrian Keevy. Keevy had a hit and 4 trips, and that come from behind victory over Eagle Lake on Saturday afternoon. Pitch down low, runner goes, throw to second. They got him. Throw beat him to the bag, and there was just any question would he drop the ball. Anderle thrown out. So now we have 1 out, nobody aboard. And the batter is Keevy, the shortstop, the number 9 hitter in the Red Devils order. The 0-1 pitch. Now 0-2. Cheetah waiting on deck. Today is starting pitcher and the leadoff hitter for the Red Devils. At 0-2, curveball struck him out. Pulled the string. Second strikeout of the game for Schmidt.
Pitcher, Pat Cheetah.
And now Pat Cheetah, single and a run scored in the first. Down in the dirt. Ball 1. Sobieski won the opening quarterfinal over at Waconia 5-1. They'll play the winner of Waconia and Alexandria, slated to start around 3 o'clock. That was a pretty quick game. Here we are just after 2 o'clock. This one started almost on time, slated for 1:30. And then, of course, Watkins now waiting the winner of this one. 4:30 first pitch in that semifinal. And then the nightcap here will be what could be the Class B title game between the there's a walk to Cheetah. He's on base for the second inning in a row. First walk given up by Schmidt and the Milroy Yankees. So it'll be Meesville against Chanhassen. If the Redbirds win it tonight, they're the B champs. If Meesville wins, they'll force a game tomorrow here. We'll have them all, of course. This one hit high and foul. Really turned on that one. Long strike, loud strike, 0-1. Ben Smith reached on an error and scored a run in the first inning, the hero. The big blow last night to complete the comeback over Eagle Lake. The 0-1 outside 1-1. In Class B, the Redbirds are the defending champs. They beat the Moorhead Brewers 4-3. Fairmont, the defending C champs, they're gone. That one fouled out of play. Chanhassen, the only team that has a chance to repeat. Minnetonka didn't get it done in Class A. That was Air Freight Unlimited winning the Class A a couple of weeks ago over at Palm Field at St. Anthony Village. That one fouled over on the first base side toward the Watertown dugout. 1-2 the count, 2 out, runner at first. That is Cheetah. Watertown the 2-0 lead. Got a piece of that one. It made Schmidt throw a lot of pitches in the first 2 innings here. They sent 7 to the plate in the first, scored 2. Milroy Couple errors already. Watertown an error on the board. The 1-2. Now 2-2. Great crowds. Hamburg, Waconia, and here in Chaska. 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air to center field, giving chase. Tower has room, makes the catch. Side retired. Watertown gets a base runner on the walk. They leave him stranded. 2 complete. Watertown Red Devils leading the Milroy Yankees 2-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Town Ball Tour. Head to the small towns and tell people what it's all about.
A lot of excitement. Weather is fantastic.
This place has been here since the early 80s.
This is a baseball town.
The town is here. The kids are here. It's safe. It's a wonderful environment.
We certainly met some wonderful characters.
Thanks for joining us for another season of Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.
Champions are crowned this weekend, and they'll be saluted next Saturday night at Target Field. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball to get details on the Twins salute to the 2021 amateur baseball season and enjoy a great night at Target Field. Once again, twinsbaseball.com/townball. We move to the top of the third inning. And due up for Milroy, the top of their order. Jake Tower, Andy Schmidt, and David Schmidt. All right, couple of hits. The problem's been the 2 errors. Meanwhile, Pat Cheetah gave up a walk to start the game to Tower, then gave up the single, and then battled back. Gave up a 2-out hit in the second. Both teams a little shaky defensively early in this ball game. Well, here comes Tower. As I mentioned, had that walk. Out at the plate on Bauer's first to home to first double play ball. Tremendous crowd, beautiful day, light breeze. The smell of grilled food in the air. Cold beer. Of course, the PrepSpotlight.tv/townball crew. None of that. Here's one over toward first. Eiton grabs to the pitcher covering. Good play. 3-1. Eiton the ground ball feeds it to the pitcher Cheetah. And Tower retired 3-1. That'll bring up Andy Schmidt. And a single for Milroy in inning number 1. Here he bats in the third with nobody on. I said this in earlier broadcasts from Chaska last Sunday. We did the 2 early games. And then doing a couple of games today. One of the great visuals here, the 0-1 pitch toward third, backing up Smith. Throw across the diamond, got him. 2 away, nobody aboard. That'll bring up David Schmidt. But the visual I can't get over is on the first base side of the grandstand, the historic flood levels over the years. And that 65 flood sent water about halfway up the grandstand, and you sit here. My feet would have been in water. Cheetah, the left-hander, drops in a strike, 0-1. To Schmidt, the shortstop. We have not had a 1-2-3 inning in the ball game. Here we are in the top of the third. That one inside, 1-1. 1965. I don't remember 1965. There's a little chopper foul. Just a baby in 65. Born in July of 64, so I don't remember it. Then there was a big flood when I was real young. My grandpa took me to downtown St. Paul to show me the floodwaters behind the post office. Must have been about 69. 2-2 now the count. 65 was the big year. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So Milroy goes 1-2-3 here in the top of the third. It's still Watertown leading at 2-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from Saturday.
And a swing and a miss. The no-hitter completed for Matt Geislinger. On a hit on a line to right field. Helget is over for it, and it's over his head. And it's going to roll to the fence. Butler scores. Peavy scores. Cheeto around third. He will score. Throw to third is in. Cracks this one to shallow left. Coming in and down for a hit. A run scores. The throw coming home. Lines it up the middle. Rounding third, they'll send the run home. The throw, not in time. Milroy wins it in extras. Grounds this one through the hole at short. One run will score. They'll send the second man. The throw will not come home. And 2-run score. Alexandria takes the lead. Fastball that's hit the right center field is going to drop for a base hit. Usatz is over. Wenzel is around third, and he will score standing up, and it's 3-0.
Here we're back to live action in Chaska in this Class C quarterfinal game between Watertown and Milroy. Red Devils bat, bottom of the third inning. 3, 4, and 5 up. Kelserite and Hangartner. Kelser grounded out to second, but got an RBI. 1 of 2 in the game for the Red Devils. They lead at 2-0. 2-3-1. Milroy 0-2-2. That one skips by to the backstop. 1-1. Isaac Schmidt, the starter for the Milroy Yankees. Jacob Hughes behind the plate. Power at third. David Schmidt at short. Derek Rasmussen at second. Aaron Mathowitz at first. Down low, ball 2-1. Jackson Hughes in left. Jake Tower in center. Brandon Flock in right for Milroy. A little breeze blowing out to center. The 2-1. Now 2-2. Championship game here in Class C tomorrow at noon in Waconia. That one fouled straight back. Hit the concrete at the base of the backstop. Probably about a 3-foot concrete barrier, 2-2. Now back to the netting again, straight back. So Mitch Kelsner's been right on it. Nothing to show for it. Now the 2-2. Balled it off the plate. Actually didn't get it, struck him out, throw him out. That is a strikeout, and then 2-3 on the putout. Third strikeout of the game for Schmidt. 2-3 on the putout. And with one away and nobody aboard, the pitcher, Zach Heighton, he had an RBI single in the first. Now 1-1. One away, nobody aboard for Watertown here. Now 2-1 to Eiton. Schmidt's thrown a lot of pitches already. Now he gets a 2-2. On the 2-2 pitch into shallow center field, coming on Tower, makes the running grab. Came a long way to get it, but there was hang time on that Eiton fly ball. 2 away, nobody aboard, and it'll bring up Ryan Hangartner. Gartner had a singled and was stranded in the first. Low and inside, ball 1 to Hangartner. It's from White Bear Lake, now playing out at Watertown. There's one catching the inside corner. Good pitch there, 1-1. Most of the players from Watertown, but I can't imagine he still lives in White Bear and drives out to Watertown. That's a haul. Got to go from the northeast corner of the metro area out to Watertown. Especially 2-1. Now 2-2. Fouled it back. Nobody aboard. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Watertown's 2 runs coming in the first. Started with a Cheetah single. Smith reached on an air. Kelzer an RBI ground out. And then Eiton an RBI single. That is the scoring so far. Here's one to third. Right by the third baseman. Matt Bowery backed up on it. Got under the glove. And Hangartner on. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Backed up, tried to stab it. It was well hit. That pitch through the hole into left. That is a hit. So back-to-back base runners reach. They ruled Hangartner's the hit. Butler the hit. Hangartner's now 2 for 2. Butler now 1 for 2, and that'll bring up Andrew Nichols, the right fielder. He struck out to end the first. He's 0 for 1. Mitt checks that runner and delivers. Up high, 1-0. At the letters, 1-1. Watertown, a 2-out threat here in the bottom of the third inning. Big swing and a miss, now 1-2. Throw down to second. Runner gets back. That was almost grabbed by the pitcher, Schmidt. But then it goes down to shortstop David Schmidt. Tried to put the tag on that lead runner, Hangartner, but he got back. Now 1-2. Nichols in tight on the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Second strikeout of the inning, 4th of the game for Schmidt. So Watertown, no runs, 2 hits. They leave 2. We played 3. Watertown leading the Milroy Yankees 2-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Such news! It's everything I ever wanted.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
Here we go to the top of the fourth inning. Watertown leading Milroy 2-0 in our second quarterfinal of the day in Chaska. And Milroy is going to send a 4, 5, and 6 Bauer, Mathewitz, and Rasmussen to face Pat Sheeta for Watertown. Pleased to be joined by Mike Nagel, Board of Directors out of Bird Island. We'll visit with Mike throughout the inning here as Bauer digs in. And Bauer hit into that first to catcher to first double play, 3-2-3, and that kind of snuffed out a Milroy threat in the first inning of the ball game today. And Cheetah's pitch, 1-1. What a day, what a weekend weather-wise, Mike, so far in this tournament. This is unbelievable.
It's amazing. I mean, we're going to set a record, I think, for the last 60 years.
Past first base, that's a hit. Heighton made a dive, couldn't get it. That's going to go as a single for Bauer.
The tournament that we had in Shakopee and New Prague, we got to about 18.5, and with any luck, we're going to surpass 20,000 this year, which is incredible.
Yeah, it really is. And the weather was tough the first 2 weekends of the BNC. There were weather
Friday
delays
night.
and postponements, but here for the final weekend, it couldn't be better.
No, the weather's absolutely cooperating. It's beautiful.
Mike Nagel joining us from the Board of Directors. State Amateur Baseball Association out of Bird Island. There's a swing and a miss. By the way, Mathewitz playing at first base for Milroy, runner at first. Mathewitz popped out to first base in the first. He's 0 for 1. Milroy batting here in the fourth. There's a swing and a miss, and tip of the cap to the communities that support these events. Waconia, Hamburg, and here we are in Chaska. Just a phenomenal job.
Yeah, the people are amazing. The facilities are out of this world. I mean, this is Waconia's first time hosting.
There's one to first. Grabbed by Eiton, steps on the bag. Now they have the lead runner and a rundown, and that's a double play. That goes 3, 6, 3. And just like that, the Milroy Yankees have nobody on and 2 out, and that'll bring up Derek Rasmussen, the second baseman, who struck out in inning number 2. But there's so many volunteers involved from the grounds crew and concessions. It is a big effort for these communities to put them on.
Yeah, I mean, Chaska last night, we had 2,100 people here, and they're trying to find people places to park. They're parking at the bus garages downtown, taking buses around the town. The brewery has been nice enough to let us use their parking lot, and they have a free shuttle to get people to the park. So, and this parking lot isn't small, but it was packed to the hilt.
All right, little chopper off the mound. Rasmussen retired 1-2-3. Milroy goes quietly in the fourth. We'll keep it right here for a moment. Mike Nagel joining us from the Board of Directors, and he hails from Bird Island. And the play has been really good as well. We've seen some thrilling finishes. So the fans that have come out to the ballparks have really seen some outstanding amateur baseball.
Oh, the quality of play is incredible. I think all 4 games had lead changes yesterday, and they couldn't be more exciting. So we've been blessed with watching some really good players, great weather this weekend, like you said, and the park is packed. The food is incredible. We got Craig Pexa making his world-famous cheese curds. And like you said, there's so many different people that come to help make this a great tournament, including you guys. Being here with Prep Spotlight Sports is added such a neat different angle for people to come and stay home, watch the game. A lot of them, we're watching it on TV in our board trailer because we can see all the games. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and once again, we'll go back to where we started, the weather. You can't do anything about it, and for the final weekend of the B and C, to get weather, it doesn't get. I've been around a long time. I was born in St. Paul in 1964. Doesn't get any better than this
Class
in Minnesota.
Of 82?
Yeah, 82.
Same here.
Yeah.
You look a lot younger than I do, though.
And I feel every bit of it, but it doesn't get any better than this in Minnesota, that's for sure. Here's Anderle to lead it off for Watertown in the bottom of the fourth against Isaac Schmidt, who continues to battle for the Milroy Yankees. And there's a swing and a miss by Anderle, but the crowds have been terrific. You look at the fan support for every community that comes in. They're traveling from all over. Now Watertown, not far, but from Milroy in the southwest part of the state, still a great crowd here.
Yeah, it's incredible to have people get back out, enjoy socializing with family and friends, watching their people they watched in high school come out here and play baseball. We're blessed to be back doing this in Minnesota for sure.
Yeah, it is a wonderful tradition, and people love this tournament. And I think the excitement continues to grow for amateur baseball, and I think you're seeing it even more here in the metro area. By the way, the count 0-2 on Anderle, the leadoff hitter for Watertown here in the bottom of the fourth, as they lead at 2-0 over Milroy. You're starting to see even more interest here in the heart of the metro area. For instance, Champlain Park Low-Gators battled Meesville in the Class B. Meesville, by the way, will play Chanhassen tonight. Chanhassen could win another title with the victory there.
Yeah.
But you're starting to see more and more fans show up at those ball games around the metro area as well.
Yeah, the Class B tournament used to be about the quality of play and not the town ball typically, but it's really, really improved. The fans love it. It's great baseball.
Keevy with one out beats out an infield single, laid down a bunt, and got down the line. So Watertown has a runner on and one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And but the charm of the Class C and the draftees and how they contribute and play into this. And then can their pitching hold up on the final weekend? That's a gigantic question when you get into this point where you're playing so many ball games in a short period of time. One down in the dirt, Keevy's going to move up. Catcher did a good job. He was keeping it in front of him, but Keevy's able to get down to second with one out here in the bottom of the fourth.
I think one thing that's neat, so the park was packed, so people want to sit, so they're out on the berm behind the outfield fence, and the Chaska faithful go out there, take their orders, go get them their food, bring it out to them out behind the outfield fence. I mean, that's going the extra mile.
Yeah, and I was here last weekend on a Sunday and did a couple of games. That seemed to be a popular spot out there on the levee on the first or third base side down by the foul pole.
Yeah.
So the fans have been taking it in, and as you pointed out, parking's there's a throw. Keevy gets back. May have hit him. Looks like everybody's okay. So a runner at second, one out to count 1-1. And now Keevy may need to be tended to as that throw hit him. I think he'll be all right and stay in the game. But, yeah, it really is neat. And once again, the tradition continues, and I know all the communities that have hosted and will host in the future, see the standard that's been set this year by Waconia and Hamburg and Chaska here today.
We have a bid process coming up again in November. We normally were getting 3-4 different sites bidding. We have 9 already.
Here's a fly ball into left. Coming on. Hughes coming on. Can't get it. Hits foul territory. The runner Keevy had to hold up at second base. He'll get into third. That's a double for Cheetah. So the starting pitcher helps his cause. Blute doubled on the left field line. Great effort by Hughes. Couldn't get to it. And now Watertown has runners at second and third and one out. And Ben Smith coming to the plate. And Smith was a hero in that come from behind victory over Eagle Lake on Saturday. But 9 communities bidding on it, but the decision won't come until November.
Yeah, November 13th, I believe. We have a meeting in St. Cloud, and each site will get about a half an hour to tell us why they should be a viable option to host the tournament, and we can ask some questions. So it'll be a long, long day, but it's well worth it. And the sad part is they're all 9 are probably well worth hosting the tournament. And we're going to select 2. However, you heard it here first, folks. we probably will add at least one more year because I think the quality of the bids are going to be so amazing.
All right, so Kiwi at third, Cheetah at second. Smith was walked. They're loaded with one out here in the bottom of the fourth for the Watertown Red Devils. Mitch Kelzer at the plate. RBI ground out in the first, struck out in the third. The catcher, Hughes, had to throw him out at first. It was a drop third strike. Ball one. Watertown trying to blow it open here in the bottom of the fourth. Leading at 2-0. They have them loaded and one out. Now 2-0. And we should point out in the Class A, St. Anthony Village and Palm Field, they've done a nice job the last 2 years. I've been over there for the Class A, and they have done a fine job for sure. The 2-0.
Yeah, we've been working with Andre Lanoux a lot, and actually President Forsman and I attended their championship game. They do a great job in Class A. And we're trying to help them out more, too, because the costs are so much higher in the Metro, so we pay for a lot of their trophies and plaques and things.
2-1, fouled away now, 2-2 to Kelzer. And you can see, this has brought a lot of people into Chaska, brings a lot of people into Waconia, brings a lot of people. There is an economic impact for these communities, and, no doubt they want to step up and bring folks in. 2-2 fouled away.
Well, and the sites that have hosted over the last 5 to 10 years have really, really set the bar. I mean, these teams that come in are almost expecting to play at a jewel of a park, and these three communities are not disappointing. Waconia's park is brand new, and it's just gorgeous.
No, yeah.
And you can't beat Chaska. I mean, it's kind of the pinnacle of amateur baseball parks in the state.
Yeah, it is.
Just so classy.
Yeah, it is. 1950 it first opened, and boy, what a beautiful facility they have, and all these communities keep adding to these facilities. I was at the Joe for games last year, and Joe is just tremendous. Just loved every minute of that. 3-2 now to count. Big spot here. Kiwi at third, Cheetah at second, Smith at first, Mitch Kelzer at the plate. 3-2 to count. One out, bottom of the fourth. Watertown leading the Milroy Yankees here. This one hit in the air to right center field. Tower over, makes the catch. Runner tags. He'll trot home from third. Runner from second moves to third. 3-0 Watertown on the sac fly RBI by Mitch Kelzer.
Yeah, Watertown even brought a big old bus with or a camper with a big flag, and they came early and had kind of their own little headquarters out by right field or down the right field line.
Yeah, they were having a lot of fun. I remember a week ago coming in and doing a game, and they were here early getting ready down the right field line. Now it's Eiton playing at first base. Eiton an RBI single in the first, a fly ball to center. There's runners at the corners, 2 out, 1 in for Watertown. They have 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Milroy, no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. Mike Nagel from Bird Island, member of the board of directors, joining us here in the 4th inning. We appreciate his time. Here's the pitch by Schmidt. He continues to battle. Watertown could have a bigger lead, and we saw that earlier. That Watkins win, they had stranded 12 through, I believe, 7 innings. They go on to beat St. Patrick Irish 2-0. They await the winner of this game. Here's one hit high in the air, left side. Bauer over in foul territory. Can't get it. Way up into the sky.
You won't see that very often. That guy's about as sure-handed as they come.
And that one just fouls harmlessly, so Watertown and Eiton, their cleanup hitter, gets another chance. 1-2 to count, 2 away. And 1 to go tomorrow, the Class C title game over in Waconia, noon start. We could see a B rematch between Chanhassen and Meadsville at the Mud Hens, and there's a strikeout to end it. But Watertown gets a run, and through 4 they lead at 3-0. Well, Mike, pleasure to visit with you. Thanks for stopping up. Great job. Once again, Baseball Association doing a tremendous job. Chaska, Hamburg, Waconia, just a great, great tournament.
Well, we get a lot of credit, but the host communities and all the people that put this together, including your group, it's just a pleasure to be part of it. So we're happy to help as much as we can, and thanks for the great coverage. It's the media coverage that really sparks and gets people excited. We can't get the word out without you guys, so can't thank you enough for everything you do.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and thanks again, Mike.
Thank you.
Mike Nagel, once again, Bird Island, member of the board of directors, and we played 4 in Watertown, leading Milroy 3-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Here we go to the 5th inning. Watertown leading Milroy 3-0. The winner gets Watkins in a semifinal here at Chaska. 4:30 start scheduled. Great job by Mike Nagel visiting with us from the board of directors. And a big thanks to our executive producer, Andy Price, getting that all lined up for us. So work to do for the Milroy Yankees as we move to inning number 5. Bottom third of their order. Flock, Jacob Hughes, and Jackson Hughes. Flock playing in right field. A fly ball to center field in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 from Pat Cheetah, the left-handed starter for the Red Devils. Curveball to the screen, 0-2. And Mike brought it up. The crowds have just been tremendous. There's a curveball, strike 3. Oh, that's a beauty. Flock didn't like it, but there's a strikeout looking. Third of the game for Cheetah here in the 5th. He had a strikeout in the 2nd, a strikeout in the 3rd, nothing doing in the 4th. And that gets the leadoff man looking here in the 5th. That'll bring up Jacob Hughes. He had a single in the 2nd, toward 3rd, grabbed by Smith. Across the diamond, high throw, but Ayton brings it down. 5-3 to put out. So Ayton bails out Smith, 2 away, and the batter will be the left fielder, Jackson Hughes.
Left fielder Jackson Hughes.
Smith made a terrific play, charging a bunt and throwing on the run to get Hughes to end inning number 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Cheetah set down the Yankees 1-2-3 in the 3rd. Now he's ahead 0-2 here. He faced a minimum in the 4th, but Bauer had the leadoff hit, retired on the 3-6-2 double play. Or 3-6-3. Didn't finish. The 2 should have been a 3 in my book. Now the count 1-2. 2 away, nobody aboard. Low and away, 2-2. This one slap foul. And the count rides along at 2-2. 2 away, top of the 5th. Milroy Yankees, no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. Watertown, 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, strikeout. Second of the inning. And you can hear those Watertown Red Devil fans. Milroy 3 up, 3 down. After 4.5, still 3-0 Watertown.
Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to stop by the racetrack area to get
And we want to take a break and honor the memory of a great friend of Minnesota baseball.
The Minnesota baseball community lost a dear friend, a great leader last winter when Minnesota Baseball Association President Fred Roofs passed away at age 73. He served on the board of directors for more than a quarter century. In his first year as president, his leadership was instrumental in guiding the state amateur world through the COVID crisis. With the help of his board and the communities of Milroy, Springfield, and Shakopee, a very successful state tournament was completed on schedule without loss of a game and with fans in the stands. In his memory, the MBA started the Fred Roofs Golf Tournament this year, raising thousands of dollars for a scholarship that will provide a path to college for local student athletes. Fred was born in St. Peter, graduated from LeSueur, and went to college at Mankato State. In his professional life, he made huge contributions to the communities around Mankato and Marshall. But in the end, Fred Roofs' legacy is felt in every town in Minnesota where baseball is played.
Ryan Hangartner leads it off for Watertown here in the bottom of the fifth inning, leading at 3-0. Looks at strike one. Isaac Schmidt misses outside, 1-1. Hangartner to lead it off. He has 2 hits and 2 trips, singles in the first and the third inning. And now 2-1. Isaac Schmidt still out there. Thrown a lot of pitches. There's a curveball just missing high. Some of the grandstand umpires didn't appreciate that. Now 3-1 the count. Here's toward the hole, knocked down. Bauer throws across, got him. Good play by Bauer to his left. Getting Hangartner 5-3. Now it's Matt Butler, the DH. Fouled out to first base in the first, singled in the third. 1 for 2. Butler from Eden Prairie, now playing with the Red Devils in Watertown. Winner of this one plays Watkins. There's a strike, 0-1. We've had every game of the tournament here. Here's one to third, knocked down by Bauer. Stays with it, throw across, and a good stretch here by Mathewitz. 2 away. The back-to-back 5-3 putouts. That'll bring up Andrew Nichols, the right fielder. He's struck out twice. Schmidt has 5 strikeouts. And given up a walk. There's ball 1 inside low. The 1-0 skips by. Doesn't get all the way to the screen. A lot of room behind home plate. It's just a beauty here in Chaska. 2-0, now 3-0, home of the Cubs. So Nichols trying to get aboard with his team leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the fifth. That's a 4-pitch walk. And that'll bring up Jake Anderle, the center fielder. Anderle reached on an error in the second, was caught stealing, and then struck out in the fourth. Anderle from mound. Red Devils, a big crowd. Filling the right side or the first base side of the grandstand. Nice crowd from the Milroy area rooting on the Yankees down on the left side of the grandstand or third base side. kind of in the middle of these two parties. There's strike one. There's tents down the right field line with a lot of spectators, areas to sit, and then a grandstand down the left field line, but right now that's in the sun, and even though it's a pleasant day, sun beating down on you, sometimes it's better to be in the shade. I'm glad I'm in the shade. Breeze freshening a little bit, blowing out to left. Here's one right back up the middle over second base into center field for a hit. The Watertown 2-out threat, a walk and a single by Anderle. 8th hit of the game for the Red Devils, and that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Jadrian Keevy. Keevy has a lot of speed. He struck out in the second, reached on a single in the fourth, came around to score the third run of the game for Watertown. So he certainly can motor. So Isaac Schmidt still battling. Up high, ball one with the fastball. Jacob Hughes behind home plate. There's a strike at the knees, 1-1. There's a strike. Drop that curveball in there. A good pitch by Isaac Schmidt. One-two pitch. Down low, 2-2. Watertown has not been retired 1-2-3 in the ball game. They have really made Schmidt work. Time called by the home plate umpire. Everybody's going to reset. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 5th. Curveball, strike 3, beauty. What a pitch by Schmidt. Notches his 6th strikeout of the game. No damage done through 5. Watertown leading the Milroy Yankees 3-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Here we go to the top of the 6th inning for the Milroy Yankees, down 3-0. It'll be the top of the order Jake Tower, Andy Schmidt, and David Schmidt. Tower a walk and a ground out to first base. Pitcher covering 3-1. Swant coming in inning number 1. Pat Cheetah, the left-hander on the mound, has been good. A run's given up 3 hits. Here's one to second. Hangartner throws him out. Quickly one away. Going to bring up Schmidt. Had a single in the first. Grounded out to third in the third. He's the DH today for the Milroy Yankees out of Region 4A. Thanks again to Mike Nagel, a member of the board of directors out of Bird Island. Born in '64, high school class of '82, like yours truly. Good guy. Talking about this 2021 state tournament. Waconia, Chaska, Hamburg. There's a little flare over to first. Easy play. Bright and 2 away. Got it in on the hands, and Schmidt couldn't do anything with it. And now with 2 away and nobody aboard, David Schmidt playing at shortstop, reached on an error in the first, struck out in the third. Want to know the count to Schmidt? Little technical glitch. We apologize. Now 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Strikeout for Cheetah, his 5th of the game. And Milroy goes 1-2-3 in the 6th. After 5.5, Watertown leading the Milroy Yankees 3-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
To the Fairmont Martins, they are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
We head to the bottom of the 6th inning for Watertown. The top of the order, Pat Cheetah, Ben Smith, Mitch Kelsner as they try and tack on to their 3-0 lead. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Red Devils. For the Milroy Yankees, no runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors.
Pitcher, Pat Cheetah.
The pitcher for Milroy, Nathan Deutz, left-hander, throws strike 1. So Deutz takes over for Schmidt, left-hander. Deutz out of Marshall, wearing number 12. Now ball 1, 1-1. Cheetah's single run scored in the first, walked in the second, doubled in the fourth, left stranded. And through 5, Watertown is stranded, by my count, 9 runners. They lead at 3-0. It could be more. There's one high and wide, 3-1. chop foul. Now the count full and 3-2 to Pat Cheetah, the starting pitcher. He's been really good today. Ben Smith waiting on deck, the hero from last night. Cheetah and Smith. This one hit in the air to right. It's going to hang up for Flock. One out. Brandon Flock got a good jump, gets there. And now it's Ben Smith. Reached on an error, scored in the first, flied to center in the second, walked in the fourth. Smith was the hero last night in that come-from-behind victory over Eagle Lake. One of the more thrilling results in this tournament, filled with comebacks and walk-offs. There's a curveball up high. 1-1. Eric Murphy will call this semifinal scheduled at 4:30 between Watkins and the winner of this one. And then he'll be around for what could be the Class B title game between the Chanhassen Redbirds and the Meesville Mudhens. Redbirds, they win it tonight, they win it. Strikeout, throw out. 2 away. Strikeout number 7 for Watertown, or I should say Milroy pitching. First strikeout for Deutz. Strikeout 2-3 on the putout. 2 away, nobody aboard. That'll bring up Kelzer. RBI ground out in the first. Struck out in the third. Sac fly RBI in the fourth. He has 2 of the 3 RBI for Watertown in the game. 1-0. Hit high in the air to left field. He was going back to the fence, off the fence. Relays it in. It's a 2-out double. Kelzer almost hit it out of here.
First baseman, Zach Eichen.
9th hit of the game, a booming double for Kelzer, and that'll bring up Zach Eichen. RBI single in the first, fly ball to center in the third, struck out to end the fourth. Eichen playing at first base today. Check of the runner in the pitch. In foul territory outside of first. Athowitz can't get it. That's a tough chance. So you're headed out into foul territory down the line with your back toward the infield. That'll be strike 1 to Eichen. See the runner there, Kelzer at third base. Kelzer from Watertown. Inside and low, 1-1. Deutz didn't play in the game. Here's one hit high and deep to left field, away back and gone. The 2-out, 2-run home run for Eichen makes it 5-0 Watertown here in the 6th. No doubter for Eichen. RBIs 2 and 3 on the game. That'll bring up Ryan Hangartner, who has a couple of hits. Swing and a miss. Now 0-2 to Hangartner, who's had a good day. Left-hander Nathan Deutz. This one golfed into center field. It'll drop for a hit. Just went down and got it. He has a 3-hit day. Third hit of the inning.
Leading hitter, Matt Butler.
11 on the game for the Red Devils. Now it's going to bring out Matt Butler, the DH. He had a single in the third. 1 for 3 today. Eric Murphy will have the next 2 games from Chaska. This one fouled out of play. By the way, Waconia and Alexandria underway in Waconia. That is the last quarterfinal to get started. They're in the second. Looks like the weather's good in Waconia as well. Kind of kidding. Just a perfect day. What a great Labor Day weekend. The 0-1, smash foul outside of third. 0-2. Third base coach I didn't even make an attempt. It's like, I'm going to let that one fly. 2-out, 2-run home run for Mite and makes it 5-0 Watertown. Now Hangartner at first, Butler at the plate. The pitch, curveball, called strike 3. He strikeout overall for Milroy pitching, but damage done. The 2-run shot by Eiton. And after 6 complete, the Red Devils lead the Milroy Yankees 5-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
The Town Ball Tour. Head to the small towns and tell people what it's all about.
A lot of excitement. Weather is fantastic.
This place has been here since the early 80s.
This is a baseball town.
The town is here. The kids are here. It's safe. It's a wonderful environment. We certainly met some wonderful characters.
Thanks for joining us for another season of Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.
Champions are crowned this weekend, and they'll be saluted next Saturday night at Target Field. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball to get details on the Twin salute to the 2021 amateur baseball season and enjoy a night at Target Field. Once again, twinsbaseball.com/townball. Here we go to the top of the 7th inning for the Milroy Yankees. 4, 5, and 6. Bauer, Mathewitz, and Rasmussen as they try and get to Watertown starter Pat Cheetah. He starts ball 1. That one just foul outside of first. 1-1 now the count to Bauer. Hit into the 3-2-3 double play in the first. Milroy had a threat going early in the ball game, and then he had a single in the fourth. 1-1 pitch to Bauer. Big cut, came up empty, 1-2. Mathewitz waiting on deck. There's a little tapper towards second. Hangartner grabs it, throws him out. Moved to his right, came up with it, threw him out. Mathewitz lined out to first in the first. Then he into a 3-6-3 double play in the fourth. First to second to first. Double play. Inside, ball one. Waconia and Alexandria still scoreless in the second. This one hit high in the air down the right field line into foul territory, diving. Coming up short, Andrew Nichols. Good effort by Nichols. And he'll pop up, retrieve that ball. We'll do it again. 1-1. One out. Nobody on for the Milroy Yankees. Here in the top of the seventh inning. This game's scheduled to start at 1:30. Started a little bit after that with the pregame ceremonies, etc. Hathaway swing and miss, 1-2. Mathewitz from Sioux Falls. A couple of guys from the hometown South Dakota. This one hit in the air over the first baseman's head. Eiton made a valiant effort, but it falls for a hit. Just inside out and dropped it in. That'll be the fourth hit for Milroy. The Yankees, no runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. Watertown, 5 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. And it'll be Rasmussen. Struck out in the second, grounded out to first in the fourth. Pat Cheetah's been in command. Curveball. Starts it outside, bends it over that outside edge, strike one. Good pitch. Camera operator Greg Wolfert doing a good job. There's another curveball, strike two. Cheetah in the game has had 5 strikeouts. And he has just the 1 walk, and that came to the leadoff man. This one fouled back, count rides along at 0-2. Jake Tower led off the game with the walk, advanced all the way to third, but didn't score. And Eiton pitched in the win over Eagle Lake. So did Matt Butler. But Eiton went 5, and you have to wonder if how would the Watertown Red Devils would go. Because Eiton pitched on the Watertown first game of the tournament. On weekend number 2. And he pitched 5 yesterday. Could he come back? That would be a lot to ask. Maybe able to come back tomorrow, but we'll see. Runner at first, 1 out, 2 strikes to count on Rasmussen. Curveball towards short. Keevy to second for 1, on to first. Not in time. Mathewitz retired. The lead runner at 6-4. Rasmussen reaches on a fielder's choice. There's 2 away, and that'll bring up Brandon Flock, the right fielder. He's 0 for 2. Fly ball to center in the second, struck out in the 5th. Milroy batting. Visitors half of inning number 7. Curveball hit in the air to left. Kelzer comes in and goes back. Makes the catch. So Milroy, no runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. And at stretch time, the Watertown Red Devils lead the Milroy Yankees 5-0. We'll keep it here.
All right, folks, everybody on your feet. We spare no expense here in Jasper for this tournament. National treasure Dick Jonkowski leading us with the world's only trombone kazoo in Take Me Out to the World Game.
Dick Jonkowski on the kazoo. Take Me Out to the ball game A state tournament tradition. And we'll take a quick break, and we'll come right back to Chaska. They're on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Watertown leading at 5-0, and they'll send up the bottom third of their order. Andrew Nichols, Jake Anderley, and Jadrian Keevy. Big thanks to our camera operator, Greg Wolford, working all 4 today, 2 with me. The next 2 with Eric Murphy. There is one fouled. Got a pinch hitter here. Jackson Meyer. So Meyer pinch hitting here, and then a 1-2 hole. Deutz, pitch delivered, grounded to second, up with it. Rasmussen throws him out. 4-3 to put out, 1 away, and that'll bring up Anderley. Anderley reached on an error, caught stealing in the second, struck out in the 4th, single in the 5th, 1 for 3. I should say 1 for 2, reached on an error. Anderley, the center fielder. Keevy, the shortstop, waiting on deck. Deutz pitch, bunted out, good bunt, catcher out of there. Pitcher picks it up, can't get him. Infield hit for Anderley. 12th of the game for the Watertown Red Devils. 2nd of the game for Anderley. And with 1 out and a runner at first, that'll bring up Keevy. Struck out in the 2nd, singled and scored in the 4th. Struck out looking in the 5th. Good curveball by Deutz, swing and a miss, strike 1. Called on to play into the netting. 0-2. Nice catch in the on-deck circle by Pat Cheetah. Starting pitcher, leadoff hitter for the Red Devils. Grabs it off the net, no problem. 0-2 to count. Look out. Fouled over the dugout. That was a hot one there. I would not want to be in the way of that one. Pitch to Keevy. Inside 1-2. Waconia and Alexandria playing in the 3rd, our first run of the game. Now 2-2. Waconia 1, Alexandria 0 in the 3rd. Waconia playing at home here in the state tournament, swing and a miss. Good strikeout of the game for Keevy. 9th from the Milroy Yankee pitching staff. And with 2 away and the runner still at first, Pat Cheetah, the pitcher, had a single and a run scored in the 1st, had that double in the 4th, and then a fly ball to right in the 6th. 2 for 3 for Cheetah. just been tremendous on the mound today for the Watertown Red Devils. Runner goes, pitch up high, throw down to second. Nobody there, throw into center field. Anderle on his way to third. So a stolen base. That'll be an error on the catcher. And now Anderle at third base with 2 outs. Third error of the game on the Milroy Yankees. And they certainly have struggled in the field today. Error coming in the first, another error in the second. Error in the second didn't cost him. This one followed to the screen, 1-1. Watertown trying to attack on here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The winner of this Waconia-Alexandria game underway. This one hit in the air. It's down for a hit. Right field. Anderle scores. That is an RBI single for Pat Cheetah, and Watertown has extended their lead to 6-0. Anderle trots home on the RBI single by Cheetah. So Watertown, 2 in the first, 1 in the fourth, 2 in the sixth, now 1 in the 7th. And the batter's Ben Smith. Reached on an air, scored in the first, walked in the fourth. Also had a fly out and a strikeout on his resume today. 0-1 now to Smith, playing at third base for Watertown. The winner of that Waconia-Alexandria game will play Sobieski tonight in Waconia at the other Class C semifinal. The Skis won their game, beating Sartell 5-1 in a noon start at Waconia. Did a Fox 9 Town Ball game there to start the Town Ball tour. There's a swing and a miss. Waconia beat up on St. Bonnie that night. They got a great ballpark. And between Hamburg and Waconia and Aaron Chaska, just 3 beauties. The 0-2 pitch, hit foul outside of first. The RBI single by Cheetah, 13th hit of the game for the Watertown Red Devils. The 0-2 hit high in the air into shallow right center field. Going out second base, Derek Rasmussen makes the catch. Smith retired. The Watertown adds a run on 2 hits, 1 Milroy Yankee error. And after 7 complete, the Watertown Red Devils lead the Milroy Yankees 6-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
From Scoreboxer, from Waconia, in the second inning, Waconia leading Alexandria 1-0.
Here we go to the top half of the 8th inning. The Milroy Yankees with work to do. Down 6-0. Watertown, 6 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. The Milroy Yankees, no runs, 4 hits, 3 errors. 2 of those are costly and contributed to runs for Watertown in the game. Pat Cheetah begins his 8th inning of work, the starting pitcher. He has been good. Struck out 5. Has walked just 1. That was the leadoff hitter. Certainly has settled down. He's had 1 error behind him. So it'll be 8-9-1 for Milroy. Jacob Hughes, Jackson Hughes, and Jake Tower scheduled for the Yankees as they're running out of outs. This one-and-done format here in the Class C tournament. And Cheetah winds and delivers. Strike 1. Hughes had a hit in the 2nd, grounded out in the 5th. Activity down in that Milroy bullpen. We'll try and sneak a peek here as time is called. This one hit toward second. Soft line drive. Caught by Hangartner. Hughes retired. Soft liner. That'll bring up Jackson Hughes. Grounded out to third in the 2nd. Great play by Ben Smith. That bunt attempt threw him out on a run. And then a strikeout in the 5th. He's 0 for 2. Austin Deutz from Ghent throwing down in the bullpen for Milroy. Also got a draftee throwing down there. Could be Jeremy Hinderts from the Sacred Heart Saints. Another right-hander. Yeah, it is. Boy, over toward that dugout. Look out. Wow. That scattered Tower and Schmidt. Oh, boy. Everybody okay. 1-2 with 1 away, nobody aboard. Curveball just missing. Grandstand umpires from Watertown didn't like that call. They never do. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 6 strikeout for Cheetah, 2 away, nobody aboard here in the top of the 8th. That'll bring up Tower. Tower a walk and a couple of ground outs. He was retired on the front end of the 3-2-3 double play at home plate. Curveball to the screen. Right now, Cheetah, steady diet of curveballs to the Milroy Yankees. That one hit in the air to center field hard, but right at Anderle, comes on, makes the catch. I guess I dropped for a hit. My bad. 2-out hit there for Tower. I thought that hung up for the. So Tower gets the 2-out hit. And now the batter is going to be Andy Schmidt. Schmidt had a hit in the 1st, ground out in the 3rd, popped out in the 6th. So Tower the 2-out single. It's the 5th of the game for Milroy. Here in the 8th inning. Curveball. He offered at it. Now 0-2. Pat Cheetah, the left-hander, delivers. Curveball to short, caught. Right at Jadrian Keevy. So Milroy gets a hit. They leave one. And after 7.5, Watertown still leading Milroy 6-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
To the Fairmont Martins, they are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
The pitcher to work, the bottom of the 8th inning for the Milroy Yankees. It'll be Austin Deutz, the right-hander. He'll face 3, 4, and 5 in the Watertown lineup as they try to pad that 6-0 lead. It'll be Kelzer, Eiton, and Hangartner. Those are the RBI ground out in the first, struck out in the third, sac fly RBI in the fourth, and had that double and run scored in the sixth. He's had a day, Kelsner. He had the double and scored on the 2-run homer by Zach Eiton. Deutz dodged some ball one. Curveball. Off the hands towards second. Rasmussen puts it away. That'll bring up Zach Eiton. Had an RBI single in the first. Fly ball to center in the third. Struck out in the fourth. And then the 2-run bomb to left in the sixth. Zach Eiton playing at first base. 2 for 4 and 3 RBI. Deutz starts him, strike one. Watkins awaits the winner in a semifinal, trying to punch their ticket to tomorrow's Class C title game. Towards short, David Schmidt can't get it. Eiton reaches on an error. 4th error of the game on the Milroy Yankees. That hasn't been the whole story, but part of it. Ryan Hangartner will dig in. He's 3 for 4. Singles in the first, third, and sixth. Hangartner having a good day. Part of this 13-hit attack for Watertown. Watkins got a phenomenal pitching performance from Justin Thompson. And then Matt Geislinger closed it. He pitched the no-hitter on Saturday. Here's one hit into left. It's down for a hit. Runner around second, headed for third as it's bobbled. And then on that play, Hangartner will head into second base. Eiton all the way around to third. 14th hit, 4th of the game for Hangartner. It should be an error on the left fielder to allow the runners to advance. That would be the 5th of the game on the Milroy Yankees. That'll bring up Matt Butler, or actually a pinch hitter here for Watertown, Nick Truckee. Truckee's going to pinch hit here with runners at second and third and one out in the 8th. It's fouled away. So Eiton reaches on the one-out error on the shortstop, David Schmidt. Hangartner singles, and then those guys move up. They didn't put that 5th error on the board. Here's one hit high in the air to left center field. Toward the gap, it's down for a hit all the way to the fence. The runners had to hold, and then it goes through a gap in the fence. That'll go as a ground rule double, but an RBI for Truckee, and it's 7-0 Watertown. So two RBI, ground rule double for Truckee. 8-0 as Aiton scores easily from third. Hangartner from second. And now it's the Nichols spot. Nichols follows it back to the screen. Meyer pinch hit in the seventh and grounded out. Nichols has a walk in the game today. He's batting now with the runner at second base, and that's Truckee. Nick Truckee, 2 RBI, ground rule double. $15 hits now for Watertown. Here's one down the line into right field. Grabbed by Flock, runner around third, headed for the plate. That is an RBI double for Nichols. And now it's 9-0 Watertown. And now another mound visit. And they're going to go to the bullpen and bring up Jeremy Hendricks from the Sacred Heart Saints. Oh, we have a pitching change. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from Saturday.
And a swing and a miss. The no-hitter completed for Matt Geislinger.
On a hit on a line to right field. Helget is over for it, and it's over his head. And it's going to roll to the fence. Butler scores. Peavy scores. Cheetah around third. He will score. Throw to third is
cracks this one to shallow left. Coming in and down for a hit. A run scores. The throw coming home. Lines it up the middle. Rounding third. They'll send the run home. The throw. Not in time. Milroy wins it. In extras. Grounds this one through the hole at short. 1 run will score. They'll send the second man. The throw will not come home. And 2 runs score. Alexandria takes the lead.
Fastball that's hit the right center field is going to drop for a base hit. Kusatz is over. Wenzel is around third, and he will score standing up, and it's 3-0.
So the Milroy Yankees use their 4th pitcher of the day, Jeremy Hendricks, drafted player from the Sacred Heart Saints. Watertown, 3 runs in here, 3 hits. By my count, 2 Watertown errors here in the inning. This will bring up Anderle. Anderle reached on an error in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Single in the 5th, single in the 7th, and a run scored. Here's one hit in the air to right center field. Tower back. That's off the fence. That'll do it. That'll be it. Anderle's RBI plates the 4th run of the inning, the 10th of the game, and the Watertown Red Devils in 8 beat the Milroy Yankees 10-0 to advance to the Class C semifinals. Well, they'll take on Watkins in our next game here in Chaska. Watertown, 11 runs, 17 hits, 1 error. Milroy, no runs, 5 hits, 4 official errors. I counted 5. Watertown beats the Milroy Yankees 11-0 to advance to the Class C semifinal coming up next. Once again, they will play a Watkins who defeated the St. Patrick Irish 2-0 earlier today. In the 4th, over in Waconia leading Alexandria 1-0. The winner of that game will play Sobieski in the other Class C semifinal tonight in Waconia. Big thanks to our hosts here in Chaska. Big thanks to the Minnesota Amateur Baseball Association. Executive producer Andy Price and our camera operator Greg Wolford. I'm Steve Thompson. Once again, our final score. The Watertown Red Devils beat the Milroy Yankees 10-0 in 8 innings. The winning pitcher, Pat Cheetah. A lot of hitting heroes. 2-run homer from Zach Eiton. They bang out 17 hits in this convincing victory. Thanks so much for joining us here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Townball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.